Okay, the next problem that we're going to look at is about health. It says the cholesterol levels for adult males of a specific racial group are normally distributed with a mean of 158.3 and a standard deviation of 6.6. Find the probability. Then use the graphing calculator to sketch the corresponding area under the curve. So this time we're looking for the probability that's between 145 and 165. I'm just going to go over to my calculator real quick and show you how this is done. From the main screen, what we're going to do is go to second bars, normal CDF, number 2. Your lower bound is 145, upper bound 165. The mean that we were told is 158.3, and the standard deviation is 6.6. Hit paste, hit enter. We're going to get about 82.3% as our answer. So that's one way to do it without normalizing it, but they want us to normalize it. So we need to find the z values for 145 and for 165. So we're going to apply the z formula, plug in the information we know. We get a z-score of negative 2.02 for 145, and then plugging in 165 to the same formula, we get a z-value of 1.02. So if I come back over to my calculator and I go to second bars, normal CDF, my lower bound, this time I'm going to use negative 2.02. My upper bound, I'm going to use 1.02. The mean of 0 and the standard deviation of 1. Paste that in. And this time we should get basically the same answer. It's slightly different because they've rounded off these values. Negative 2.02 and 1.02, they're not exact values, but basically the answer is still the exact same thing. Again, to graph this, so to graph, we're going to need to go back, click on the graph on the calculator. Remember, this drawing from the previous example is still here, so to clear that out, you need to go to second program, choose number 1, clear drawing. So now we're back with just the original graph. And we're going to go to shade again. So second and trace, number 7. The lower limit is negative 2.02. The upper limit is 1.02. And we can see that the area shaded here is 82%. So heading back over to the lesson video, you see they got the same thing, about 82% of the area. Real quick, we got to check your progress for example 4. Go ahead and pause the video, read through the example. You're going to need your calculator, and you have your answer. Go on to the next screen. Our answer this time is C. 72% of the data is greater than 10. Then there's a mean of 12.3 and a standard deviation of 3.9. And that brings us to the end of the lesson 5.